Well, back to fog racing for your late, out of date Japanese Grand Prix review. But judging on time zones, this could be early because we know the Japs love a good fucking race at 6 a.m. and a qualifying at 1 a.m. Which were both on the same day, so it was a bit of a unique thing. Should we go through both qualifying and the race, or is it not
Well,
really?
qualifying, it's fair play to Vettel. He put in a good lap. He seemed to be the fastest driver. I think in qualifying, I think he deserved the pole position, so no complaints there.
Well,
Done a
tell
good
you one
job.
thing. I expected Merck to beat Ferrari. I know we only had practice 2 and 1, but Merck just looked a lot better. And then, but Ferrari have thrown away 2 race wins in the last bloody 2 races. And Bottas out qualified Hamilton as well. But now should we just move into the race? Because, well, actually, no, hold on. We won't move into the race because there's one guy who I think is just dog shit. And I don't care if he's missing half an arm. Robert Kubica. What was that crash all about? Have you
Yeah.
ever, like, who was it, Magnussen or Grosjean, like, a couple minutes later, right? They spun. That was just seemed like a gust of wind. He legit starts the lap halfway on the grass, and he thinks, it's me in a Williams. I mean, that's a fucking death trap without going on the grass. The guy's done. I'm glad he's leaving. I kind of feel sorry for the guy. He's out of his depth. I wish Kubica returned and he was the Kubica of, like, 2010 or, like, 07 to 10, but he's just nowhere near that. And, yeah. Get the guy out the team, brother. Right, now moving on to the race. You watched it live, you want to go for it? I skipped it.
Wait, when did Kubica crash? 2009?
Talking about?
When did he have his big crash?
End of 2010.
So it
Sure,
was Canada.
it was a rally. No. His big crash was
No?
2008, but the crash he had. No, it was 2007 he had the big massive crash in the BMW, but this crash that put him out of F1 was some rally thing. It wasn't actually anything to do with F1, you muppet. I mean, how do you not know this? You an idiot?
Aye,
Fucking.
alright, fair
This,
enough.
this guy's supposed to be the F1 expert here. Buddy,
No,
too
my
far
head's
into
sore, man, I
F1.
forgot.
You go to this guy for the trivia? No, you don't. You come to me. But anyway, all cars lined up on the
Right,
grid. Ah, you
Sebastian
take it.
Vettel jump start. Fucks the entire thing up. Leclerc seemed to got a really poor start because of that.
So did Hamilton,
And
I think.
Bottas, we had a decent
Bottas
start.
seems to be the
Leap.
only one that actually read it.
Yeah, Bottas leapfrogged both Ferraris into turn one. Max Verstappen was trying to go around the outside of Leclerc. Leclerc just kind of made contact with Max. Kind of spun him out a wee bit. What did you make of that collision into turn one?
Well,
Like Max is
I think it,
saying,
I, I think it's Leclerc's in the dirty air of. I think Max is very audacious going around the outside, but again, it's not really his fault. He has to go for it.
no, I think it's Leclerc's fault, but I mean Max had a bit of room to the left.
I think it's just a wee rivalry from Austria, and
He
Silverstone
made
carried on.
he made it as if oh, like he'd nowhere to go. He could he'd space to the left. He was just trying to
But no, what I
obviously
think's a
keep
joke. The stewards didn't give him
Leclerc
a
pinned in.
penalty. They didn't give Leclerc a penalty until after the race, and after the race is when Verstappen was moaning. Well, obviously he retired, so he was moaning like during the race when he's doing his interviews. Like that's a joke. Just because Verstappen comes out and goes, "I can't believe he didn't get a penalty," you can't just, "All right, we need to give him 15 seconds." Then the stewards are
I
shit.
know.
You need to give him it during the race because it just fucked
See,
up
Vettel never
everything.
got a penalty for that jump start. I don't know why, because any other time there's been a jump start, there's always a penalty.
Because, partly because it wasn't significant movement, but it's still a jump start. See in the F1 game, see as soon as you let go of it, the penalty thing comes straight up on the screen. So why didn't it come up for foul? It's a joke. It's a fucking joke. I don't get it. Usually I mean you can't say that the FIA. I mean that's equal now for Canada because what they've did here. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
the only
almost
thing
as
I want to point out is right. just before we continue about this Japanese Grand Prix, see in 2009 when Massa got smashed in the heat and
Aye.
he had to take the rest of the season off. See in the two races that Luca Badoer guy came in and drove for Ferrari.
He finished last.
He finished 17th and 14th, and in the same two races, Kimi got a third place and a win.
That's pretty bad. Like, who is? Then they brought
Yep.
Fisichella in.
But anyway, right, moving on. So yeah, collision there. I thought Max was going to be pretty good here in Japan, so I kind of got it that
Holy
one of
shit.
the I thought one of the contenders is out really into turn one, and
And then Leclerc was
Leclerc
out.
had a wee bit of damage. Hamilton moaning,
Hey, I'm not
"Oh,
going the hard
they need to
time.
bring him in. They need to bring him in." I don't think that. I mean, it wasn't didn't like that bad. Especially once the bit flew off, it was fine. There was like no like scraping or anything hanging.
It's just
I
because he
didn't see.
couldn't overtake the Ferrari in a straight line, and he's fucking greeting. Oh, you need to bring him in. What, did he try to tell me that he'd have been, buddy? Remember, in Baku 2 years ago, his headrest was like coming off, and he's like, no, we don't have to come in. Now, what's more dangerous, right? A bit of your mirror flying off, or your actual fucking headrest?
No, no.
I mean, oh, he's a body. I mean, the guy's quick as hell, but he moans like fuck as well, so fuck Hamilton. Glad Phoebe won this, even though I hate him. He's fucking big lefty bastard. Fall through, it's James. I'm surprised he didn't bloody let Hamilton through. Oh, Hamilton's moaning here. We should have put him on the hard tyre, so we need to do a good old switcheroo. Which is what probably could have went down. But anyway, the race was pretty shit after that. Not what actually happened. Albon took out Norris. Leclerc made his way through the field. Hamilton moaned.
Yeah, that's no. Yeah, see that album thing. That just proves to me, right, that fucking F1's right. F1 like the bosses are biased as fuck. Because they asked Christian Horner his thoughts on like Leclerc against Verstappen, and like he got stuck into Leclerc saying, "Oh, Leclerc's fault, should be a penalty. Max got nowhere to go." And then they asked him his thoughts on Albon with Norris, and he says, "I think that was good, hard, clean racing."
I mean,
Like
like
how?
I think it's.
Did you see the speed Albon
I know.
smashed into the side of Norris? It,
No,
and he's saying that's good
that is.
hard
I'm in
racing.
a better car. I need past. Fuck it. I'm going for it. Well, see Leclerc and Max. It's kind of they just came into each other's path. Like it happened.
Yeah.
It happened at like half the speed. It happened at like a tenth of the speed of what.
To
Albon
me,
just
that
fucking
Albon
launched
thing
that.
was worse. To me, that Albon thing was way worse.
That was like Prost Senna into the same chicane. It was just.
See, it's not like Leclerc went for like an aggressive like move on Max. He kind of just lost the car a bit. It
Yeah,
was more of
like
an accident.
Leclerc
That
and
Albon thing,
Verstappen's was like a
just
racing incident, but Leclerc's fault definitely towards his side of the bargain. But see, it's a fucking joke. And
Albon was never slowing the car down enough in time, like never.
no,
And then Horner saying, "Oh, good clean race." You know what I mean? Like, why can't he just fucking be fair? And he goes, "Yeah, probably a bit like over ambitious, a bit aggressive there for Albon." You know what I mean?
I know it's a joke. It's just
I've noticed that way F1 bosses all the time. Like they never just come out and be honest like about situations or
well,
incidents.
the one guy that is honest is Gunter Steiner. He's pretty good. But apart
No,
from
the
that,
Haas
like,
guy, yeah, he's not bad.
he was seeing the game back said apparently in Russia he was going fucking ballistic over the team radio. He's like, yeah, we finished 8th, but the fucking steward gave us 10th. Anyway, though, what else happened here? Vettel does an undercut, no pace. And
Yeah, he was garbage.
I mean, I was skipping through it, right? So he came out like 8 seconds behind Bottas or something, or when Bottas pitted. I can't remember necessarily what happened, but it legit went from 8 seconds to about 15 in 2 laps. Did he make a mistake? I was skipping through it.
No, he was just slow.
I know, but he legit lost about 5-7 seconds.
He was just slow. Like I don't know what Leclerc's pace would have been like. I mean, he looked pretty good, but I mean that was overtaking midfield cars. You know what I mean? I don't know whether he would have had the pace of the Bottas if he was up front, but we'll never know.
Well, see, I think the tail of the second half of the season is definitely Ferrari have the quality car, but Merc have the race pace car. So Vettel fucking up both Ferraris doesn't exactly. I mean, that's 2 races in a row. Ferrari have just collapsed.
See, it would seem that way because I think you can make a case that Mercedes could have won every race since the season started back. I mean, in Belgium, they had the faster car, another lap probably would have won it. In Italy, they seemed to have the much faster car, but they just couldn't pass Leclerc on the straight. In Singapore,
If they pit it,
yeah, I mean,
same lap as Vettel, you'd have
but
won.
Singapore was a weird race. I don't think we knew anyone's true, like, speed comparison. Like,
No. And then
no.
what? Russia. Well, I think Russia was looking like a Ferrari 1-2 with Hamilton fighting at
I
the
know,
end.
but
And then like,
but Mercedes are on the harder tire.
aye, well, yeah, but I'm not saying they couldn't have won it. They would have had a good chance at winning it. But my point is here that 2 weekends back to back, Ferrari fucked up yet again. Merc never really fuck up.
Well, according to Lewis, they fuck up every race. But anyway, guys, that's it,
Aye,
man. So Bottas wins. Good drive by Bottas. I'll give him credit when he deserves it, right? I think he does this. There's like a couple of times a season where he'll be really fucking good. But I mean, that's not really enough. You need to be consistent,
I
and he's
know.
not.
And this is where Hamilton gets lucky. If Leclerc and Verstappen don't take each other out, I think honestly finishes 5th. Maybe he gets past one of them at the rounds of stops. But now he got fastest lap. Bottas only pulls 9 points out of him. The championship's still dead. But what I mean, see what happened between Verstappen and Leclerc. Hamilton could have easily got took out by that or been one of the cars in that. But he always seems to avoid it. He just
Can you make a case for the title being alive?
no.
I think there's 4 races to go. 104 points up for grabs.
You need.
If Bottas wins the remaining 4 and Hamilton has a DNF somewhere, is it possible?
What's the gap? Like 50 odds? 54 or something?
64. 64.
What? 64?
I think so. I think it is, aye.
DNF would take you to 49. Right, you need a DNF or 2. But even then, come on. Nah, it's fucking done, sorry.
If there's a DNF and Bottas wins the next 3 races, and even if Hamilton comes second in both of them, but gets a DNF, it would mean, depending on fastest laps, if none of them got the fastest lap, or if they both like share a fastest lap, whatever, it would go to the last race with 25-point gap. But Hamilton has most wins, so.
Yeah.
Nah, realistically, I think Bottas needs fucking some DNS. Like, yeah, do you think Bottas would dare? Do you think Bottas would dare do what fucking Hamilton did to Rosberg in 2006?
16, you mean? 2006. What's this? 13 years ago?
Head sore.
Anyway, what was I going to say there? We'll tell you one thing, right? Say Bottas does up his game and finishes only a couple of points off Hamilton. Is he not going to look back and be like, look at that Singapore race? I mean, that's like a 5-point, 4-point swing. That could be crucial. But guys, captain.
All these teams, he's fucking helped out Hamilton. Screwed him. Anyway, guys, that's it, man. I thought it was a pretty boring race. Some good overtakes for Leclerc, but apart from that, pretty boring. Bottas did well, deserved the win, and that's it.
Until next time, peace.